as the non-artist in the room, I can say that I have a lot of opportunity to talk to other policy experts and other advocates and politicians and others working within my field. But we're not really going to be able to create change and really reach a broader audience by just talking to each other. And art is a way that you can connect with people who may not be doing this in their day-to-day life, or may fall upon it because they're interested in the concept of a play, or they see a piece of art, or they hear a piece of music, or see someone dance, and it starts a conversation and leads to greater action. And I think that we need to find different outlets to be able to reach people with this issue, to really convince people to vote and to create larger change.
Okay, so I actually started like my organizing experience and like activist experience as an artist. I did like a photography project with my friends about like gender equity and like just the idea of rape culture and how to like just decolonize all of that. But I just feel that like art is so essential to creating conversations. I feel like it can convey a completely different message, and it just connects to so many more people. There's so much raw emotion in every kind of piece of art, whether it's like a photography project like I did, or a play, or a painting, music, all of that. I think people can really connect to that, even if you don't have the language to talk about policy work, like what we usually do. There's a lot of jargon in activism and a lot of organizing work, and I think art is such like a basic thing that all of us can feel and all of us can participate in, and I think it's like really essential to carry conversations outside of Albany and outside of DC and outside of rallies. And also like when you look at like just history and like movements and marches, you see all these amazing posters, and that's also art. So I think like it's so historically essential, like just art to entire movement. Like we're gonna look back at this era and look at all this art created out of this and trying to express how much pain and how much fear we were feeling around the subject of gun violence. And we're gonna look back to it and be able to always be able to connect to it, because art is such a raw thing that we can always feel, no matter like what time period we're in.
I'd say a couple of instances where I've sort of noticed the power of art when the reality poets have been out performing, and in one sort of several times when they were talking to young people who were kind of like hunched over or leaned back or goofing around, when the guys sort of shift from more just sort of the straightforward intro, kind of like this is what happened, and then actually like open the book or have a poem memorized and start sharing about their experience in a poetic form, it's like immediately, it's like I see that sort of the energy and the attention in the room shift, and sort of watch the kids become captivated in really kind of this raw, intense experiences that the members are sharing in a way that is sort of careful and imagistic, and that's a word. But so that's sort of just one example how it's like the poems kind of cut through and make this this connection. And often what happens is it inspires other folks in the room to come forward and share their poetry. And some feedback that the guys will also get is people will, when they share their poems or share music or videos they've made, talk about being sort of inspired by how they're sort of overcoming adversity and being creators. And I think that it sort of ignites in viewers our own sense of agency to do something creative with our own lives, like whatever our circumstances.
Okay, very cool.